Hello, hello. Y'all know who it is. My name is what? My name is who? My name is Wooka 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 Wooka. Slim Shady. So, it's the Canard Economy. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy summer. I'm back with another video. I want to show y'all some cool tips y'all can try and some cool self-improvement advice that y'all can what is the word? Contemplate over the summer, or y'all can try yourselves. So I have a good list of them. It's a back one, back and forth, front and back. So let's do it. So number one is, I'm not gonna explain all of them. I'm gonna just go down the list of them, since there's so many of them. Because if I explain every single one, it's gonna be a 5-hour video. So I'm gonna go over the list, and I want you all to Google it yourself and do the research. So let's do it. So number one is NoFap and semen retention, and this goes for men and women. Number two is working out / exercise. Now, those are two different things. Working out is going to the gym and lifting weights. Exercise is just standard jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, sit-ups, etc. So, number three is getting enough sleep in that 6 to 8 hours. Number four is being in or enjoying nature. Number five is drinking / eating more healthy and drinking 3 to 4 liters of water. And like I said in my previous video, I said I do 8 water bottles a day. So that's what we're on. Number six. So that's meditation, prayer, and breath control. Google this all yourself. Next is making up your own bed every day. I haven't been doing that recently, but I used to do that every day. Number seven is believing in yourself / having the confidence and competence to know that you can get the job or goal achieved. Next is thinking forward, moving on from the past good and bad experiences, not dwelling on old achievements, failures, and traumas. The next one is cold showers, and that's because of the scientific benefits, and it builds discipline. And if you do it in the morning time, it wakes you up. Also, it clears your skin. Okay. The next one is having a girlfriend / boyfriend or significant other shouldn't be your main priority. Practice self-love, individualism, and becoming self-sufficient. Next is having a boss mentality / thinking in the perspective and or being in the shoes as your employer / boss. And even vice versa. Like if you're the boss, have the mindset of your employee, because both sides need each other. So, next one is reading books in general, nonfiction and fiction. Breathing in from your nose. And that that has scientific benefits and it's physically more pleasing to look at. Okay. Like I said, breathing in from your nose and walking in nature. Next is showing gratitude. Next one is having priorities such as goals, relationships, ideologies, motivations, etc. Next is ending bad habits such as coffee, weed, fast food, toxic relationships, and blah blah blah. Don't underestimate yourself. For example, thinking you can't do math, do a backflip, build a relationship with someone, make 100,000, or that you have a talent. Learn from your fails to win. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and gives you more wisdom, experience than the average human. Also, the memories are stored into your DNA to give to the next generation, which will enhance their muscle memory. The next one is use the past to motivate yourself. For example, revenge, if you will. Next one is trying to earn your own income. And that goes for online, entrepreneurially, online and off, in person, and employee wise. Like try to earn your own income as an employee. All have different perspectives and show different ways on how to earn money. The next one is not comparing yourself to others. So you could think of it as you versus you or completely not care at all. The next one is not relying on relationships to feel good like a drug. Okay. Cleaning your room, and that's for aesthetic reasons and for scientific benefits. Next one is taking breaks from social media, having a leadership mentality, not trying to impress people versus trying to impress people. You should try both. As in, you should try not caring about like people's opinions and all that stuff. And then on the flip side, you should try to impress people because that'll make you a better person, or it should give you that self-awareness to see your faults and all that. The next one is a good one. Is only do luxury, high-quality drugs and alcohol. So, no cheap drugs and alcohol. As in, let's say for weed, a 3.5, it shouldn't cost no less than $55. And the alcohol you drink shouldn't cost, well, I don't drink alcohol, but if I did drink alcohol, it would be no less than like $200 bottles. So I only recommend probably $200 bottles and above. So, but if you want to, you could drink a $50, $60 alcohol bottle or something. But alcohol, it should really be sacred. So that's why I recommend only high quality stuff. So like I said, only do luxury high quality drugs and alcohol. So not limiting yourself, as in not having only one perspective, ideology, or mindset, or a one size fits all way of thinking. The next is believe we were all created and are alive for a reason. Invest every dollar and invest wisely. And then I would even, if you're good with money eventually, I recommend trying the technique of not saving any money. Like every time you get a dollar, you should spend it. To pretty much going broke every time. To pretty much having $0. But money should be coming in eventually, and the money that you're spending, it should be on quality investments. That's what I mean by invest wisely. So, and invest in crypto, stocks, and savings. Okay. The next one is plan your days, as in like schedule days out 100%. Such as choosing your own outfit, like choosing your outfit the day before or the night before, like choosing your outfit, choosing your lunch, and preparation for the day. And like I said, I recommend doing that the night before. So, eating less in general, eating less every day, eating out less, eat out more to save time, eat out more to experience new ways of cooking a meal and taste, learn how to cook to save money and or to upgrade food taste by learning how to cook. So those are all different types of techniques. So eating less, eating out less, like not going out to eat. But then on the flip side, going out to eat, to save time and to experience different types of foods and all that. So the next one is reading 5 to 10 pages of a non-fiction book to learn how to speak, think, and practice the origin of your language that you speak. And in my case, it would be English. And like I said, I haven't read a book, I haven't talked to anybody, or I mean, I've been on social media, but I haven't really looked at words per se. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to speak right now. Like I said, nor do I write either. So, like, this is the first time I wrote in probably maybe 3 weeks. Like I said, or to write a check or something, like to sign my name. So, reading 5 to 10 pages of a non-fiction book to learn how to speak, think, and practice the origin of the language you speak. Like I said, in my case, is English. So, the next one is donating. So, donating, giving to the less fortunate, and volunteer work. So when I say volunteer work, I'm not talking about school credits and community service, like when you're from jail and all that, because that's a totally different thing. That's something that you're kind of forced to do. Still, like volunteer work would be not getting paid or getting any hours. It's just going to help. So, and that will change the way you think of service and all that. And once again, on the flip side, you should try to get school credits and all that type of stuff. So, just to give you a taste of what volunteer work would be like. Next one is weekly walks in nature with or without headphones. So, one time you should try it with headphones, and then another time you should try it without headphones. Both have a different vibe. And if you have the headphones on and listen to music, it'll change the way you listen to music and see the song in different times, weeks, and seasons. So, cutting off toxic friends and family and significant others. Right. The next one is minimalism, which is what I used to do, but I got lazy and turned into a goblin. So my room looks all junky and all that. So next we have learning a remote skill that you can monetize internationally, such as music, like making music, tutoring, exploring and recording it, or having a reaction channel. So yeah. So that's the first list of some cool self-improvement advice and techniques you could try. So I'm gonna go over it one more time just so I can make sure I articulated myself accordingly. So 100% no fap, semen retention for men and women, working out, exercise, getting enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours, being in nature and enjoying nature, drinking / eating more healthy, 3 to 4 liters of water, 8 water bottles, meditation, prayer, and breath control, making up your own bed every day, believing in yourself / having the confidence and competence to know that you can get the job and or goal achieved, thinking forward, moving on from the past, good and bad experiences, not dwelling on old achievements, failures, and traumas, cold showers for its scientific benefits and discipline, and to clear skin and all that good stuff. Having a girlfriend / boyfriend / significant other shouldn't be your main priority. Practice self-love, individualism, and becoming self-sufficient. Having a boss mentality / thinking in the perspective and or being in the shoes of your employer / boss, and vice versa, as a boss having the mindset of the employee or the people that's assisting you, like a mechanic and a maid, all that stuff, having their perspective. Reading books, nonfiction and fiction, breathing in from your nose, walking in nature, showing gratitude, having priorities such as goals, relationships, ideologies, motivations, etc. Ending bad habits such as coffee, weed, fast food, toxic relationships, etc. Don't underestimate yourself, thinking you can't do math, a backflip, build a relationship with someone, make $100,000, or that you have a talent. Learn from your fails to win. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and gives you more wisdom, experience than the average human. Also, the memories are stored into your DNA to give the next generation, which will enhance their muscle memory. So I hope that makes sense when I mean that, when I say that, as in like do a bunch of random things like go camping, roller skating, play video games, do things that enhance your mind because you could pass it down to your kids and they'll have that talent. You know what I mean? Or like your survival skills, like if you're out in the woods and you learn how to hunt and you enhance your mind, your listening skills and your eyes, like when you're outside, like night vision and all that type of stuff, you can pass that down to your kids. And doing different types of things, like if you do like different careers and different jobs, like they'll like your kids will be able to be better at it because they'll already kind of already know how to do it because you already learned how to do it and it's stored in your DNA. So that's why I recommend trying up all this stuff because even your kids will probably remember it. And that's pseudoscience. I can't 100% prove that. You know, if you search it up, you'll probably pop up. So, like I said, that was learn from your fails to win. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and gives you more wisdom slash experience than the average human. Yeah, so pretty much that'll make you better than your peers also. Because a lot of people don't know how to do this stuff, so you'll have that advantage in daily life and in skills and sports. I said, also, the memories are stored into your DNA to give to the next generation, which will enhance their muscle memory. And that's also what you would call evolution in eugenics. Use the past to motivate yourself. For example, like use revenge. I don't really recommend that 100% because that eventually will, because that's almost like anger. It'll put you on a wrong path. But if you need something to motivate you, it'll be looking at the past and getting back at everybody that resented you and all that stuff and said that you couldn't do it. So that's use the past to motivate yourself. Trying to earn your own income in different areas such as online, entrepreneurially, online and offline. Like as in starting your own business, online and off. Earning your own income in person compared to online, and earning your own income as an employee, specifically just an employee, as in working for someone else. All have different perspectives and show different ways on how to earn money. So, yeah. Next one is not comparing yourself to others, as in you versus you, or not caring at all. And you can also flip it by comparing yourself to others, so you can see where you rank in society and on the food chain. So next one is not relying on relationships to to feel good, like a drug. Pretty much using people for their talents and their social benefits to make you feel better and to prosper and all that stuff. Not saying you can't use people for that type of stuff, but not relying on them like a drug. So the next one, we're at 24. So cleaning your room, and that's the scientific benefits, the aesthetic benefits, and the physical benefits. Next, we have taking breaks from social media, having a leadership mentality, not trying to impress people versus trying to impress people. So you should try both, not trying to impress people and then trying to impress people. Only do luxury, high quality drugs and alcohol. So weed 3.5 should be no less than $55, and alcohol should be no less than 60. So not limiting yourself, as in not having only one preference, ideology, or mindset, or the saying one size fits all way of thinking. Believe we were all created and are alive for a reason. Invest every dollar, invest wisely, and try the technique of not saving any dollars, as in spending only on what you truly value. And invest only in not only, but invest in crypto, stocks, and savings. And specifically crypto, I specifically recommend just Bitcoin. That's the only one I could vouch for, because it kind of took a totally different turn than what it's supposed to be. So I recommend sticking with the main plan of Bitcoin, which was supposed to be decentralized from the government, but it seems like the government has their hand in it now. So it's pretty much money now. It's pretty much a dollar, except you don't have to worry about taking it to. Let's say I want to go to Canada or Jamaica, I don't have to switch the money. That's the only thing. I don't really see the benefit of that. Well, no, not I see the benefit of it, but you know what I mean. Because I could, for example, I could do business on YouTube with somebody that's in a foreign country that doesn't believe in the United States dollar or something. So once again, that's invest every dollar, invest wisely, invest in crypto, stocks, and savings, and trying the technique of not saving any money. So plan your days, as in schedule out your day 100%. Choose your outfit, lunch, and preparation the day before or the night before. Eating less a day, eating less every day. Eating out less at restaurants, and or flipping it by eating out more to save time. Eat out more to experience new ways of cooking a meal and taste. Learn how to cook to save money and or to upgrade food taste. Reading 5 to 10 pages of a non-fiction book to learn how to speak, think, and practice the origin of the language you speak. Once again, in my case, which would be English. Donating, giving to the less fortunate, and volunteer work, not including school credits and or community service. Only volunteering, not counting the hours and or getting paid or some social benefit that you could put on your resume or something like that. Weekly walks in nature with headphones and without headphones. Both have their scientific benefits. Next one is cutting off toxic friends and family, as well as significant others. Minimalism, like completely getting rid of everything in your room. You could have like pictures or whatever, but in a dresser and a nightstand and all that stuff, but not like I was gonna say a hamper. I guess you could have a hamper, but just all the essentials, and having those less stuff in your room as possible, like not no trophies or anything of that nature. just pretty much a blank room. Okay. So last two. Learning a remote skill that you can. Oh no, this is the last one. Lastly, we have learning a remote skill that you can monetize internationally, such as making music, tutoring, exploring your own environment, and or making a reaction channel. So you could try these all out yourself. Hopefully you was following along. You can write it all down yourself. I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Twitter or on my YouTube post. So I still have another list to go. I'm gonna save that for another video. Hopefully I enjoyed this one. Like I said, this is all self-improvement purposes. I'm a black pill influencer, here to influence you at the highest forms to elevate your life So once again, today's Friday. It's beautiful today. It's hot. I got a long sleeve on. I need to take it off because I had my shirt off, but I want to be civil and professional. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this video will be called, I don't know. I have no idea. So, well, I said it earlier, but I just don't feel like thinking. That's why I wrote it all down. Like I said, imagine me having to like read all this with no paper. How's that possible? Like I said, that may have been maybe 30 things. Yeah, that may have been over 30 things. And then that's just one of them. I have another one to do. So, yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Happy May. I think it's May 30th. So we're officially about to be in June. So, love you all. Like, share, and subscribe. Try all these yourself. It's summertime. There's no reason why you should not be able to do all this stuff yourself. Some of this stuff you don't even have to go outside. So you can't say it's too hot or cold. So just make time in your day. It's worth it. And if you really want to see the improvements, I recommend doing all at the same time. All this stuff. And all this stuff is free. Okay. So just like that, the video just cut off. So let me go ahead. I can only make 30-minute videos apparently. Well, I mean, I could go further, but I don't like it to split and all that type. So, love y'all. Peace.